want 17 birds? Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, before we get into the meat and potatoes, I'm going to let you know, I got to let you know that this video was brought to you by Manscaped. Big Manscaped in the building, bringing you nothing but the best, providing you nothing but the best, and the greatest cutting-edge technology to keep today's man groomed. Use code Brunson, save 20% off, get the free shipping, and the free shipping I for that for y'all. Listen, man. I'm praying for Buffalo. I'm praying for the city of Buffalo. I'm praying for all of the Buffalo Bills fans I know. Praying for the people that I know in Buffalo. I was stationed in Fort Drum, New York, not too far from Buffalo. Been to Buffalo a few times, during my stay out there at Fort Drum. Very sad situation, The community is hurting. This is bad. This isn't good, man. This isn't good. And it keeps happening to people that look like me. And frankly, I'm tired of it. So I'm praying for the city of Buffalo. I'm praying for healing. I'm praying for everybody, man, to get through this traumatic time. So let's get into it, man. We broke down the schedule. We know who our opponents are. We know what our roster is. We know that we should beat a lot of these teams. A lot of people are saying we should win 12 games. I say we should win no less than 11. So I'm right there as well with that. A lot of people are picking us to win this division. A lot of people are placing the winning crown for the division on our heads already. The fact of the matter is this. You don't just play the division. That's number one. That's number one. You don't just play the division. You play a bunch of teams outside of the division who are capable of beating the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts, when matched up against every quarterback, last year what they did, Jalen Hurts only had a better QBR than 3, I believe, of the 14 quarterbacks we play. One guy was Trevor Lawrence. He was a rookie, so I'm not going to hold that against Trevor Lawrence. The other guy was Daniel Jones. We know Daniel Jones is buns. The other guy that they said he has a better QBR than is whoever the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback is, and that's by default. The other guy also was Justin Fields. But they're saying as of now, Justin Fields. They're projecting Justin Fields to have a stronger season as well. I think even Davis Mills, the Texans quarterback last year, had a better QBR than Jalen Hurts. Stepping up has to happen. Accountability has to happen. Jalen Hurts has everything he needs. He has all the leadership intangibles. It needs to translate to talent on the field from a passing aspect. Because if you just simply bring the QBR up, you've brought up the quarterback play, in my opinion. You've brought up the quarterback play. It should be easier for Jalen Hurts to, go up and, like 20 in QBR this season because the threat he is with his legs, and you bring in a sure-handed guy like, A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is one of the top wide receivers in the National Football League in terms of catching contested balls. I think a guy like that, compiled with, Quez Watkins, who's also great at catching contested passes. He's done it all off season, man. Look it up. You know what I mean? I think that goes well because Quez Watkins saved Jalen Hurts a few times with his ability to go up and get the ball. You got two type of receivers out here. Some that like to wait for it to be airmail delivered to them. They ain't got to do nothing but put their hands up because they ran such a clean route. And you got other guys who you could trust to throw up a 50-50 ball to, because at the minimum, they're not going to let it get picked off. They're going to battle for the ball, and they might come down with the ball. A.J. Brown is that guy. He could run decent enough routes to get himself open, or if you in a pinch and you got tight coverage on him and in the corner of that end zone, you can lob it up there, and A.J. Brown will get a great chance at the ball. I think it's more than 50-50 with A.J. Brown in terms of throwing 50-50 balls. I think A.J. Brown has the advantage like 70-30. You know what I mean? I really like A.J. Brown in them situations. This is what we thought Arcega-Whiteside was going to be for us. It never panned out. You know what I mean? Hopefully he brings a different type of athleticism to the tight end, position, or he could very well be out of the NFL. But Jalen Hurts, the Philadelphia Eagles, not going against many elite quarterbacks this upcoming season. The only one is Aaron Rodgers. It's not a good sign that your quarterback's QBR is lower than all of these mid-tier quarterbacks. Now, I believe the jump is going to be made. But right now, as it stands, Ryan Tannehill, who I believe Jalen Hurts' ceiling is higher than, has a better QBR. Kyler Murray, I believe Jalen Hurts' ceiling is higher than Kyler Murray's as well. Kyler Murray has a better QBR. You see what I'm saying? So these guys have performed better on the field in terms of the quarterback play than Jalen Hurts. But the intangibles is what kept Jalen Hurts going. The intangibles is what got Jalen Hurts key wins. Sometimes his arm, sometimes his athleticism. But in order to go deep in the playoffs, you got to be able to perform with your arm. We saw what happened against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Those insecurities and those imperfections started to show when teams play confident defense against a guy who would second guess himself and, just a young quarterback. Trevor Lawrence has a lower QBR than Jalen Hurts, but Trevor Lawrence was a rookie last year. You got to kind of look at last year as a rookie season for Jalen Hurts. I know y'all don't want to, but that was his first time starting. This is his first time going into this thing with the same playbook. So a lot of things are going to change in terms of, the evaluation and how you look at Jalen Hurts. Y'all can say what y'all want. It seems to me that this team is, building around Jalen Hurts. They believe in him, so it would behoove us to believe in him as well. You know what I mean? We got to do our due diligence as fans to, kind of have some patience. We know the roster that we have. But a week 3 loss shouldn't cripple our thoughts about how this team can be. You know what I mean? Starting off 2-1, if that's the case, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but we can't be so quick to jump off. The support we give this team and the optimism that we give this team will pay off in the long run. Mark my words. Because if you don't jump on a train now, if you do not jump on a train now, you're going to look crazy trying to put your Eagles hat on, by week 10 when we got a crazy winning record and we out here dog walking other teams. Because the additions that this team made is crazy. I just don't think people understand the magnitude of a one Nakobe Dean. I'm telling you, I was looking at film of the guy for the last 2 days, and the guy is like a mind reader, like a psychic. He knows exactly what play is happening, especially in a run defense. He knows his assignment. He ain't getting caught up on no blocks. He takes the least path of resistance every time. It's like he's programmed to do the right thing. He's like a computer on Madden. He's a day one starter. Jordan Davis paired up with Fletcher Cox. Look how big these guys are standing next to each other. The sky is the limit for this team, defensively and offensively. Now we know. We're all waiting to see where James Bradbury lands. James Bradbury could be the icing on the cake. Now, Jalen Hurts struggled QBR-wise last year, but I feel like the defense is going to make it easier for him to succeed, as well as the offense that's built around him. He can only go up. There's no way you can be bad with this roster and still be here next year. So, I was kind of upset with everybody saying that this was an audition year for Jalen Hurts, but I'm not going to say it's an audition year for Jalen Hurts. I think it's a little drastic than that. I think it's do or die. You got to show us what you can do with this type of roster, because this roster that they built are guys that are still 24 years old, 22, 23. They can go through a QB change and still be intact. Howie Roseman did this beautifully. Sometimes when you go through a QB change, guys are older. Cox has been replaced. Cox is going to tutor this guy up, and Cox is going to probably go to another team for 2 years and retire. Kelsey is done after this. He's going to tutor up Cam Jurgens and go somewhere else. Your wide receiver core is set for the next 5-6 years. Set. Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Quez Watkins. Those guys are set. You already signed your tight end. Look at what's being built. Your linebacker room set. I think Kaiser White going to get extended. You've done your due diligence in building a team. Now you got to drop that last piece in, and we're all praying that it's Jalen Hurts, because we do not want to wait. We want to win now. Let me know what you think in the comments.